Today, I'm going to be talking about the latest novel by Taylor Jenkins Reid, the author of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So, stick around to hear my thoughts on Daisy Jones and the Six. Hello everybody, my name is Roger and welcome to my channel, Roger's Reads. So today I'm doing a review of Taylor Jenkins Reid's latest novel, Daisy Jones and the Six. So this is a chronological fictional documentary of an iconic legendary rock band, a fictional legendary rock band of the 60s and 70s called Daisy Jones and the Six, who, at the absolute height of their popularity, when they had the world in the palm of their hands and were riding on top of the charts, broke up for good, and nobody knew why. That is, until now, until this tell-all book. So the reason for the band's breakup are told by band members, crew, the band's manager and producer, music journalists, and the crew's family via a series of questionless interviews. And the story follows Daisy Jones, a free-spirited and incredibly beautiful girl coming of age in the late 60s who dreams of becoming a singer. So while the sex and the drugs are certainly great, it's the rock and roll that thrills Daisy the most. So by the time she's 20, her voice is finally starting to attract attention and she begins to get noticed. Also getting noticed is a band called The Six, a group led by Billy Dunn. So Daisy and Billy eventually cross paths when a producer realizes that putting these two together could result in explosive success. So what happens next is that they become the stuff of legends. And the making of that legend is chronicled in this novel, written as an oral history interview about one of the biggest bands of the 70s. Let me show you the format of the book so you get an idea if I can focus there. So that's how the entire book is in these interview format. So what's fun is that through these interviews of band members and people associated with the band, it becomes evident that not everyone has the same recollections and perspectives of the events that occurred. You know, it's kind of like witnesses of a car accident when everybody recalls a different version of the events and their perspectives differ so greatly that it's almost absurd. I remember a car accident, it was a hit and run accident, and there were several witnesses, and one witness said the car was brown, another said it was green, and the other one, and the third one said it was red. So yeah, crazy. So the author did an excellent job of illustrating this little tidbit, and this fun little element made the story seem even more real to me, as well as causing me to cackle a time or two. So the book then basically focuses on forbidden attraction and the love-hate relationship between Daisy and Billy, illuminating their self-absorption and self-centeredness, and all this is seen from the point of view of the band members. So the format of the novel, as well as the author's ability to really capture the intricacies of human interaction, really lended an authenticity to this story, making me often forget that I was reading fiction. It just felt so darn real to me, as though I were reading a biography about a real band, making me almost want to hop onto Google to see if, in fact, there really was a 70s band called Daisy Jones and the Six. So in this way, the author kind of blurs the lines between fact and fiction. And I remember experiencing this exact same thing when reading the author's previous book, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So in this story, I loved how we delved into both the personal and professional lives of these fake celebrities, along with the associated drug addiction, the conflicts, the cheating, the resentments, the self-absorption, the crossing of boundaries, but there was also friendship and forgiveness as well. So though I was a tad skeptical going in regarding the format, it ended up working swimmingly for me. So written as a transcription of an interview minus the questions, it allows us to view firsthand the perspectives of everyone involved and provides sort of a, intimacy to the novel. So what especially worked for me was how strong and distinct each character's voice was. You never became confused by who it was that was speaking. Now, while the story does revolve mainly around Billy and Daisy, we also get a private peek into the lives of the other band members as well. And there were pregnancies, addiction, conflicting goals, resentment, if not downright hate, passions, affairs, clashing egos, heavy drug and alcohol use, and the band members, hurting each other. So, though this book at first seems to be about drugs, sex, and rock and roll, it's also a novel about love and loss, about creating and destroying, about the struggle between making bad decisions versus the right decisions. But it's also about identity, about finding yourself and staying true to yourself, even in the midst of chaos. So this novel was especially relevant to me as I came of age during this time period, so I could really relate to a lot of what was going on. You know, I used to love all the old rock and roll bands and rock icons of the day, Fleetwood Mac, Aerosmith, Pat Benatar, Foreigner, David Bowie, Mick Jagger. And the book really transported me back to a different era and brought forth all kinds of nostalgic memories from that time. But though it does take place in the 60s and 70s, I feel that anyone, no matter what your age, could enjoy this story. So all in all, this was an honest and unflinching story with memorable, larger-than-life characters and an amazing, realistic plot that sucked me right in. You know, I ended up loving the creative structure of the book, and it really worked well in this story. So each character in the novel had a character arc that was compelling and captivating. And I found each character to be wonderfully complex, engaging, and empathetic. And flawed though they were, the author ended up by making me care about each and every one of them. And I enjoyed following them as they took their different paths and made different life decisions. You know, I don't think that there was a single character in this book that I didn't like, which probably explains why this book was unputdownable for me. So in this book, Taylor Jenkins Reid, she takes the old and makes it new with a fresh take on the rock band documentary. You know, it's also worth mentioning that this is going to be turned into a TV series, mini-series actually. And I think it's going to be on Amazon with Reese Witherspoon directing, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with this. So in the spirit of disclosure, I did receive an advanced reader copy of this book in exchange for an honest review. And as always, all opinions are my own. And this book is going to be released, I'm not sure if it's out yet. If not, it's going to be released early in March. I thought it said here, but I guess it doesn't. But yeah, so if it's not out at the time you're seeing this, you should be able to pre-order it. So that is it for my review of Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. As always, if you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you click the like button below, as it really helps me out. And also subscribe if you haven't, and that way you'll get notified whenever I release new videos. So that about does it, and we'll talk to you next time. Roger and out.